Hey everyone. Oh, goodness gracious. Hi. Hello. Hi, Benji. We're here. It's Rita and my adorable dogs that are Barky, Teddy Bear and Benji. And we're here for Cricut Chat. We're going to be making these adorable, aren't these adorable? They're like little treat bags. They have handles on them. And I put a little bit of I stuffed it a little bit with some tissue. And this is a pretty easy project. Anybody is going to be able to do this. But I've got a couple of suggestions on things like where you can find or in your stash or online where you can find things that will go with this. For instance, this paper, or if you wanted to use some, like this is the holographic bubbles. But then I was looking through my stash because I'm working on it. And remember we got this. This was in one of the mystery boxes, Blossom and Vine collection. This is just vinyl. We could use that on here. Or we could even use this stuff, which is everyday iron-on mesh in the hearts, to decorate these. So I wanted to show you that. And also I found a really great online shop that I wanted to tell you a little bit about because I got my first order from them too. Yeah. So how are we all handling all that snow? Yeah, it's a lot, Deborah, isn't it? We actually, because we're on the coast, I live north of Boston, about 20 miles north of Boston on the coast called the North Shore. And it's funny because sometimes Peabody, which is the only city in the North Shore that doesn't have a beach, basically, sometimes it's like a little vortex and we get a lot of snow. But I was talking to my sister yesterday and she lives just a few towns over, also on the North Shore. And she got like 18 to 20 inches of snow. And we got like 8. It was a lot of rain and a lot of freezing rain. So yeah, 15 inches. Yeah, my sister was snowed in and literally she lives, within 10-minute drive from me. So it's just hello, Liquita from Germany. Yeah, you're west. And so you got like close to the 2 feet, but because I'm closer to and it really does depend on the way the nor'easter comes in. And where, Christina, is it going to be 80 degrees? I want to go there. So yeah, I don't know. It's not super sunny out and I heard a little bit more snow later in the week, and now my very good friend is out there trying to, because it's all frozen now. My friend Santo is out there trying to dig out a place to put the trash barrels because they did that. Anyway, so Texas is going to be warm today. You got to rub it in our face, Texas, all the time. So yeah, it's really, it's kind of funny weather. And I actually like it. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm a bit of a homebody, and because I'm so fortunate to have somebody that helps me dig out, I don't have to worry about that. That was a really stressful thing back when I had my son and he was younger. Yeah, you want our snow. We can't have it both ways, can we? No, we can't. So today we're going to work on a really cute Valentine's craft. It's super easy. I'm only going to make it a little bit difficult in the sense that I'm adding some options here that I wanted to tell you about. And then let's see, later on the week, I wrote down what we're going to do. We're doing another banner, and oh, darn it. I have such short-term memory. bad short-term memory because of the chemo, I think. I'm thinking it's because of the chemo. But, all right, so let me just start off by telling you about this shop that I found. It is called the 12 by 12 Cardstock shop. I think Shelly told me about this place, and I decided, I'm going to give them a try. And I placed an order just a few days ago. That's like on the 29th of January. So I placed it on Friday, and I already got it. Even with all this bad weather, I got this this deal. I thought the prices were really, really good. And I actually spoke to one of the owners, or the guy that runs it or whatever. And he said that that they might be interested in doing some, they're super fast. They might be doing some, what's the word? They might be doing some like promotions, and have me do some promotions for them. So I figured I would at least start off and tell you just my little my little take on it. First of all, fast, super fast, very friendly, and their stock, what they have, is pretty amazing. The prices were very good, not overpriced, and I was able to get this. This is a precision cardstock from AC Cardstock. Remember we talked about AC Cardstock? Let me see. American Crafts. It's in the States. Yep. So this is, I think they're in New York. I'm not really sure where they are located. So I got this new kind of cardstock called Precision Cardstock, and it says it's the best cardstock for cutting machines. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's 60 sheets. I got 60 sheets for, I think they were, it's $20, and it comes in a variety. This one I got was in pastels. This is in pastels, right? So I got all of these different, I got 15 colors, 4 of each, for 60 sheets. It was $20. So I think that that's really good when you consider that Cricut cardstock, which I find to be very affordable, is $10 for 25 sheets. Now, if you go on other places, for 25 sheets, you can sometimes spend $1 a sheet, so $25. Which I think I don't want to spend that much money. So for me, I like this selection of 60 sheets. So even though it is like a rainbowy thing, and they have it in all different colors or whatever. Here's the rainbow. So I'm going to try it out. I have had American Craft cardstock before. I like it better than Basil cardstock. Basil cardstock, even though it's supposed to be like the premier cardstock, it's a little too thick for cutting machines. So I like the AC cardstock because it cuts really, really well. And so I got that. Plus I got all of my favorite, for Easter, my Echo Park paper. Let me move this down a little bit. So these are called collection kits. So there's Celebrate Easter, Celebrate Spring, what's this one? Hello Spring. So they have all different ones, and this one is Gingham Dots and Stripes. So I just want to talk about these kits for a second, because they're really kind of cool. So there are different companies that put these together. And this one here is by Lori Whitlock, one of our favorite designers. And she works with this company, Echo Park Paper Company. Echo Park is a place in California, in LA, I believe. And that's just the name of their company. And what you usually get in here is you get all of these double-sided papers, plus you'll get a sheet of really cute stickers. Now, this is geared towards like scrapbooking, keeping. So there are some papers here that maybe you might not be able to use right off with with cutting machines such as this. These cutouts are for, like, people used to do these, I forget what they were called, like life cards or something like that, but there are those, and there's also different things that you could do, but you can be creative about it, and you can get all of these. Look at all of these lovely patterns. Yes, Rita, patterns. And you get a sheet of really adorable stickers. And so these are really fun, and usually get 2 of the same sheets, and then they're double-sided. So if you don't like one side, you can use the other. So it seems that they've Project Life. Thank you. Oh man, I keep losing words. I hope it's going to come back, because that would just really be terrible if I never get it back. Anyway, so they've updated these a little bit more so that there's less waste. And if you are a fan of Laurie Whitlock, I really would recommend her papers, because she really makes a lot of different files that go with her papers, and I will be using this a lot going forward for the springtime when we make our Easter and spring and all of that stuff. So I was able to get 3 or 4 of those packs. Plus, I did shop some of their seconds. So they had these things called seconds, and this is a basil, they call it mirror paper, I call it foil paper, and so apparently this is a second, but I don't really see what's so second about it. It looks pretty good to me, but it was really well priced. I was able to get some white and some jade green glitter paper, which we haven't been able to get from Cricut in a long time. So, normally I would tell you buy Cricut glitter paper, buy Cricut cardstock, but the stock has been so low, it's hard to find the colors and everything, which really it's been kind of sad to get it there. But and then the other thing is they sent me a surprise bonus. They gave me these 3. I thought this was really cool. Look at this opalescent. It's like an alligator. It's textured. And then this one here, it looks like a marbled glitter paper. And this one is sort of like a brick glitter paper. And then he sent me these 3 papers. I mean, I know it's tough. It's tough being a paper hoarder, because you get excited about 3 pieces of free paper. The other thing I want to mention is that they have a lot of vellum, and you can also buy their cardstock in packs. So I was able to get that pink. Remember, we were using that pink, and we were using the basil kind, and it was so thick. Yeah, everybody has trouble, Christine. Everybody has trouble with black paper. Black paper is very pulpy, and it does cause some problems. Honestly, I think Cricut has the best black paper, but I'm going to check out AC Cardstock too. So these all came from Black Paper is Evil. This pink paper is AC Cardstock paper, and I don't know offhand what I paid for it, but I think it was a good price, and it's really nice. Very nice vellum, and they have like different color vellum, but see, it's not nearly as thick as that basil stuff. Man, that's so hard to cut. Anyway, so that's my little quickie thing about 12 by 12 Cardstock shop. That's the name of the shop. 12 by 12 Cardstock shop. Black paper, Sandra, is very pulpy, and it causes problems with the blades with cutting out. So, yeah, you're really bad at me too. So it causes problems with the cutouts, and can get really pulpy. It's hard to like adhere vinyl on it because it lifts. Red can be like that sometimes too. So black and red are tough papers to do. Anyway, so that's my quickie little 12 by 12 cardstock shop rundown. I'm going to let you know how that AC cardstock works out, and hopefully we can use that place from now on. Oh, really? Dreaming Tree? Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to have to research it a little more. I only just kind of heard about it from, I think it was Shelley. And so I went on there and I looked around and everything. And and kind of made a little order, $100, right? I mean, come on. It's so weird. I won't spend $100 on a pair of shoes, but I'll spend it on paper any day. It's so strange. But anyway, so let's get back to our project. The name of the company is called 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. And that, if you just do a search on Google for 12 by 12 cardstock shop, you will find them. They have quite an in-depth selection. Let me see what else there is to know about them. Very quick, good prices. They have glitter. They have vellum. They have patterned paper. They have just solid 12 by 12, and they don't just have 12 by 12. They do have some that's 8.5 by 11. So yeah. And maybe if more people go there, they'll let us be an affiliate, and then you can be indirectly supporting the Cricut Chat program by being an affiliate. So we'll look into that as well. Okay, so let's have a look at this project. It is a little treat bag with handles, and there's a lot of fun things you can do with this. This one I did in very non-Valentine-y colors. This paper is Echo Park Paper Company, and I did it in this Cricut. This is a Cricut cardstock that I really love, aqua, one of my favorite colors. And I put a little bit of tissue paper in there, but look so you can see. It just, if you wanted to give somebody some candies or a little treat or something for Valentine's Day, or some of us work in places like with nursing homes and what have you, and we want to give a little something, or if you're a teacher or you have littles or grands, this is a great little project. I think you could even dress this up if you were like planning for a wedding, and it could be like a favor or something. You could do it in like glittery and whites and different things. So let me show you where to find it, and we'll put it together. There's this optional XO that I used. This is that bubble. Let's see, what's that called? Holographic bubbles rose, which we got in a recent. We got this in a recent mystery box, so I thought I'd use that. But also I was thinking, you can iron on things onto paper, and we can go ahead and show you that, just not today because my Easy Press is over there. I'm actually redesigning everything here, decided to stay here on the porch, and I'm redesigning everything, so it's kind of a mess here. Can I make this if I only have a Stylus pen for maker? Absolutely, you can. We can use the Stylus, the scoring stylus, or you can use the scoring wheel. You could even do this on the Joy, but you couldn't do the scoring part, and you'd have to make it a little bit smaller. And so let's show you where this comes from, and then we'll put it together, cut it out and put it together. So this actual with the XOXO is from a project from Cricut. So let me save this and we will start from fresh. Okay, so new. Anybody notice that things are a little bit better on Design Space? I have, which is really good. I'm glad about that. So, okay, if we go to, on the left-hand side, we go to projects. And projects are a great place to start if you're just needing inspiration. So if you go to projects and you can search by category. So if you do the pull down box, you can just go up and down. But there is no Valentine's Day one here. You'd have to look under holidays. But, and it brings up all kinds of holidays, including Christmas. So I would suggest if you have all categories, just to type in Valentine, or you can type in heart. And so here, if you type in heart, it's going to give you all the projects that have hearts on them. And that's pretty much all Valentine's stuff. And so if we scroll down a little bit, not only will you see all of these lovely things, but we'll also see our little heart. At least I saw it earlier today. Where did it go? All categories, heart. Come on. Are you kidding me? Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, this is where I found it originally. Oh, there it is. Okay. Just my eyes. So it's called Valentine's Day XOXO Heart Box. Now, if you wanted to comment or you couldn't find it using projects, you can also use images. Go to images. Go to images, image sets, and type in the word box. And under the word box, you will see an image set called Holiday Gift Box. This is a great little set, and it has stuff for Christmas. It has stuff for like an engagement or like a wedding. This is I guess you could use this for Halloween or maybe for an Irish, like the Luck of the Irish, like a gold pot, a pot of gold. I've done these stars for Christmas before. I've done this really adorable oven. It's so cute, and to put cookies in. And I've done the cup, so you can maybe make like little, those what do they call them? Hot chocolate bombs that everybody's been making them. You could make those and put them in that cup. So cute. So this is a really fun little set that you should get to know, and you can use for a lot of different things. So this is where I got this heart-shaped box. And if you wanted that XOXO, that was an add-on, done in Cricut Cricut Sans. But, you can pull it in. Now, we made it 11.5 inches wide, which is kind of the widest that you can do. But when it comes in from the image set, it comes in at about 10 inches wide. I like this 11.5 inch size. I think it's a good size. So we're going to use that size instead of the 10. You could make this bigger. However, you would need a 12 by 24 inch mat to make it bigger because it's all one piece. And so as you make it wider, it will cause your machine to go to the 12 by 24 inch size. Okay. I think it's a good size at 11.5. All right. And as I mentioned, I cut out some of these XOXO from vinyl. So you could do that, or you could choose not to do that. But it's really a simple cutout. When you go to make it, you simply have this piece, which is your main piece. Unfortunately, it's just slightly bigger if you have 8.5 by 11 inch paper. So you might need to make it smaller if you only have 8.5 by 11 inch paper. But if you have 12 by 12, it cuts out nicely on the 12 by 12. And so here is the main piece, and this part is the front, the decoration part. And then the third mat is your is whatever you want to do. Either you can cut this out of party foil, you can cut it out of vinyl, or iron on. It's up to you what you want to do. And even though if it's iron on, you have to make sure you mirror it, okay? But let's go ahead and cut this. I have some of that new paper, which is the AC cardstock. But someone wants to know, can you do this without your... can you do this without having a scoring wheel? And yes, the answer is yes. So a lot of us have Explorer machines, and if you have an Explorer machine, the only real way to do scoring with an Explorer machine is with this. It's called a scoring stylus, you see? And if you have a maker, you can also use this. It's a scoring wheel. So it has a head like this. All right. So you can use one or the other if you have the maker, and I'm going to show you how to use the scoring wheel today. Okay. But just know that if you have the Explorer, yes, you can use, yeah, they do sell 12 by 24 inch cardstock. It's a little hard to find, but Cricut has it. Cricut does have 12 by 24. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to use this AC cardstock that I got from the 12 by 12 cardstock shop to make the main piece of this. I really like this better than Basil. So there, it seems to cut a lot better. So I'm going to choose medium cardstock because it really feels like medium cardstock to me. And you'll see here, it says load tools. That's because I'm on a maker. And so it's immediately going to go to the scoring wheel for me. But if you have an Explorer, it's just going to tell you to put in this. But even if you have a maker, you can change out your tool by hitting Edit Tools and choosing the scoring stylus and applying, and then we can change it out. And we put that in the clamp to the left where we normally put the pens, okay? So I've changed it out for this, and let me go and change it back to our scoring wheel. And I'll show you how that works. So it wants me to put the scoring wheel in first. So let me move you over so you can see what I'm doing. Now, there are two tips to the scoring wheel. This is 01. 01 has, let me see if I can get it, one wheel. And it's not a blade. It's definitely a wheel, and it's going to press down into the paper and write that score on the paper. And the way that it goes in is you're going to open up clamp B, which is where your blade is always kept. And then you're going to take your scoring wheel and you're going to put it to the back of the machine. There's like it's like almost like clockworks, it's a cog, and you have to make sure it's positioned correctly to work. Close it, and then you can you see over there? Yeah. Then you hit the flashing C, and it's going to do the scoring. It always does the scoring first, okay? And then it will do the cutting. So after we finish the scoring, the machine will stop and remind me that I need to put in my blade and housing, which is here. Oh, nice. Hi, David. How are you? So we're doing, oh, you do? Good. I'm so glad, Bren. And if you didn't get it, if you missed it yesterday, we did pick the winner of the Cricut Easy Press Mini, and it was Nancy Young. I want to say Young. Nancy Young. So, okay, I'm going to open up this and take out my scoring wheel. I'm going to put back my blade. Make sure that it is resting at the top of that clamp. close the clamp, and then hit the blanking C again, and it's just going to cut. I'm glad to hear it, David. So we did pick a winner for the Easy Press, and Nancy Long. Thank you, Nancy Long. My brain is not working properly for some reason. I keep forgetting different things. But anyway, Nancy Long, but we haven't heard from Nancy. So Nancy, if you're watching, send me an email at missritatotherescue@gmail.com, and I will get your prize out to you, which is the Easy Press Mini. And I was thinking about this last night. I think what we'll do is we'll do a couple of slightly bigger prizes for the next couple months so that we can increase our YouTube followers, because I think that there's a lot there on YouTube that people could learn from, and we need to get more people to follow us there so they can rewatch. Okay, so here is here, it might be all the snow. Here is the piece. We're going to just take it off of the mat like this. Now, let's talk about scoring. So I use the scoring wheel, and it's a little hard to see, but you can see it here. Just because it's scoring doesn't mean that it's completely scored. You're still going to need to manipulate this and sort of deepen the score, okay? And that is just all there is to it. It doesn't actually cut. It's a score. And let's also do the second sheet of the design piece. Well, let's use this paper that I have. But it cut out beautifully, so I really do like that AC cardstock. So the next sheet is the part that is going to just do the panels, the heart panels. And let's go ahead and hit the flashing C. That will go quickly. And I did already cut out some of the X's and O's on this rose bubble, so we'll use that to put these together. So let's move you as we're ready to put this together. Let me move you over so you can see how it goes together. So simple. You could crank a dozen of these out, or one for all the kids in the classroom, or whatever you want to do. So simple to do. Here we go. There's the cute little heart cutouts. All right. Okay, so let's move you down. Yeah, that paper is so cute. This actually, I'm not sure where this came from. This came from a Michaels sheet. It did not come from Echo Park. And pardon the mess. I am still trying to organize. Okay, so here we have, there is scoring here and here, and actually goes up to this piece, and then it goes across and here and here. Okay, so what we're going to do is just fold it at all the scoring places, and I would recommend that you score it twice, like once front, once back. Okay, so you just need to go and find those scoring places, and if it helps you, you can use this little scraper or whatever you want, and just sort of make it nice and sharp there. Okay, so we're just folding, flipping, and folding. Here's another one. Now remember, just because I show it on the maker doesn't mean you can't make it on your Explorer. And if you want also to make it on your Joy, the thing that the Joy cannot do is it can't do scoring. But you could take the scoring off and cut it out a little bit smaller though, and you could cut it out. And we have a lot of people that watch on a regular basis that do this same thing. So here we go. So we have it all folded, all nice. Yay! Welcome anybody that's new. We have this wonderful group of people, so make sure that you introduce yourself. if you are new, because we'll welcome you for sure. It's a great group. And we also have a Facebook group called the Miss Rita to the Rescue Community Group. It's small. It's not like those gargantuan groups, like that one of which I have too, called the Cricut Newbies and Pros. But this is a very small group and very nice and welcoming and enjoyable people. Good morning, Barbara Ann. Yeah, quite a bit of people here today. Maybe everybody's stuck home from the snow. All right, so I am using glue. This is the glue that I really like. Right now, I'm using this Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. You can find this at a number of places. I have a link if you want to buy it from Amazon. I have a link there where you can buy it. I do also use something called Art Glitter Glue, but I don't use it a lot in the wintertime because it's a little bit difficult to transport in the winter. So you can choose one of the two, or you don't have to use it all the time. This kind, you can use whatever, Scotch or Elmer's or whatever there's out there. My point when using glue is don't use a whole lot. Doesn't matter what kind of glue you're using. But if you wanted to replicate what we're using, this is called Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. Okay, so here what I've done as I'm talking is I've put those two panels on there. And if I wanted to use the vinyl on the panels, this is what I would do. I'd cut it out in this vinyl. And I'm just going to weed it. Super easy to weed like that. Take out the inside of the O. And you can use vinyl on paper, and we've been doing that a lot since a lot of us have gotten the mystery boxes and we have a lot of vinyl and we didn't know what to do with it all. So we've been doing a lot of projects with vinyl. And so you could do that for this one or for whatever. It might not look good in this color on here, but I can try it. And, I would recommend using transfer tape, but I don't have any close by. So I'm using, this is actually from the foil transfer. And I'm just burnishing it a little bit and taking off my X's and O's. Like this. Whoops. There we go. And we can just sort of line it up here. And again, you don't have to use this part if you don't want to, or you can use something else if you want to. It's up to you, but here you go. This is how you would use vinyl on a paper product. Just don't push it really, really hard on there. So now that we've got those things on there, we can close it up. And the bottom is how you close it. There's a little flap here and then this flap. And it's going to close like this. You see? So this little tiny flap will go in and this flap is going to go inside like this. So let's put some glue here on the tiny flap and some glue here on the big side piece. And then we're going to just slide that in. And you can either use your fingers or a tool or something like that to make sure that that glue has made contact there. There we go. You see? Almost done. How is it cute? How cute is this? Yep, that's also a possibility. So somebody said you could slice that XOXO right into your paper, and I'll go back and show you how to do that. Someone's also asking about how to make it bigger, and I can show you how to do that as well. So to make it bigger, you would need to have longer paper, which they do have 12 by 24 inch cardstock. Cricut, I know, carries it, and they comes in all different colors as well. But you also need a 12 by 24 inch mat. So if you got one of those and you're not sure how to use it, you can do that with this. All right, so now I'm putting the glue on each of these tabs, and I'm going to do that together. And this, even though you might think it's going to go like around exactly, it actually doesn't. You have to make sure that it's sort of like a bag, and it's going to glue in with a little bit here showing, okay? So it's got kind of like a bag thing here going on. Yeah, lots of ideas. And remember, when I'm showing you, these are just jumping off points. You don't need to do everything I'm doing, or you might have a different idea, and that's okay. That's okay. You can try out whatever you want. This is Cricut land. We get to do whatever we want when we're doing cricketing. That's the beauty of using a Cricut. Your project isn't going to look exactly like mine, and that's okay. And here's a few little pieces of gift wrap. Now, how cute is that? And we made it in just a few minutes, right? And don't restrict yourself if you don't have a lot of Valentine's paper, or you want to do something else or a different color. So let's go back to the screen so I can show you how to make it bigger. And what was the other thing I wanted to show you? Oh, how to slice the XO through it, okay? So let's go back to our screen. And here we are. So if you wanted to make this bigger, let's move our X's and O's out of the way. It's going to just complicate it a little bit. All right. So this is sized at 11.5 inches wide, which is the maximum you can do for a 12 by 12 inch mat. But if you wanted to make it wider, you can make it wider, of course. But remember, when you're changing the width of something, the height, so it's proportionate, right? So if you're changing the width, the height is going to change proportionately. So you do need to work within that for as far as parameters go. But simply put, all you need to do is sort of pull it like this, you see? Or you can go up here to the width, and you can just make it whatever number you want it to be, 18 maybe. So there's 18 with 18-inch width with a height of 10.5, almost 11 inches, right? But when you're that big, that's when you're going to need, and let me just show you, when you go here, you'll notice you'll get a pop-up, and it says at least one of your images larger than 11.5. So you have to tell them, okay, I want to continue on a larger mat. So by hitting okay, you'll see there's your larger mat. All right. And that's all there is to it. So, but you do need 12 by 24 inch paper, and the 12 by 24 inch mat. Okay. Now, in terms of the XOXO, what I would suggest, let's make this back to the size that we had, which is 11.5. What I would suggest is you take it and ungroup this and take your hearts, okay? So we've got our little hearts, and maybe you want to position it wherever. I'm wondering if I'm going to be able, no, I'm not going to be able to do it. Okay, so we've got two hearts and they're together. So what we want to do is separate them. So let's duplicate it. And we're going to hit contour, which is down here, okay? Contour, and we're just going to take one of the hearts out. So there's one heart. Let's do contour again and take out the other heart. So now we have each heart, and they're independent of one another, okay? And then we have our XOXO, which I'm going to attach, because then it will be one piece. right? And then I'm going to select these two. Wait, I'm not going to attach. I'm going to weld it. Sorry. Weld. Okay, weld. So now I have the heart and the XOXO, and then I can select these two, and I can use slice. Slice is down here, right here. By slicing, it's like cutting cookies with a cookie cutter. Okay, so you're basically have these layers, and you're slicing through, and there's our original layer. And there's our slice layer, and this is what's left of the cookie dough. Think of it that way. So if you, for instance, wanted to slice it and not use vinyl, you could do it this way. But you do have to remember, when you're using slice, it has to be one simple layer on top of another simple layer. So this here would need to be welded together. So I'm going to hit weld down here. And I'm going to place it where I want it to be placed. Select both pieces. Select both pieces and choose slice. Okay, so now here's our original. Here's our slice piece, and here is the leftover cookie that we cut out, okay, which you can just get rid of. All right. So if you wanted to do it this way, you could certainly do it this way too. And then what would happen is, when you put it on your pattern, the main piece, that color that you chose will come through, right? So there you go. I love this trick. I love slicing, and contouring is one of probably my second favorite. So in this case, when you went to make it, let me just get rid of this stuff. So when you went to makeup, you'll see you end up with only two mats. So here's your original mat that's going to cut out the main piece, and there's your second mat that's going to cut out the panel, the layer, and it's going to cut that out, and it will make it so that whatever paper you put in the background will see through. So there are so many little things you can do to make projects your own. That's what I love about Cricut, and I hope it's what you guys love too. You don't have to do it exactly the way that I'm doing it, because again, this is Cricut land. There's more than one way to make this your own project, and so I do hope that you will try. I will put this file, by the way, if you're looking for this file, I will put it in the description of this video. So if you're watching live, there's no description just yet, but after I get off, I will make sure that the description will include the Cricut, the free Cricut Design Space file. And if you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. I see a lot of people on today. Sorry about my garbage trucks are here now, but I see a lot of people on. If you don't know who I am, my name's Rita. I am a Cricut product expert, and we run this daily Cricut Chat. It's called Cricut Chat. Every day at 9 o'clock on the Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And then we also have Date Night on Saturday nights at 7 o'clock. And we have Brunch Edition during the winter. We have Brunch Edition on Sundays at noon. And if you can't make the lives, like today you're home because it's a snow day for you, and you want to see what we're doing, and we do a lot of projects, all Cricut projects, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Miss Rita to the Rescue, okay? Hey, Denmark. Who's from Denmark? Hi, Chad, Lori, Richter. Who's from Denmark? How do I tell? I'm the best. Thank you, Alexandra. Hi, Carrie. So I didn't see who was from Denmark, but welcome. And the person from Germany, welcome. And love to have you. Definitely, if you love this project, seek out our Facebook group called Miss Rita to the Rescue community group, and you will see all these people who are very, very welcoming and lovely and helpful there to help you, so you won't get lost in a really, really big group. And that's really that's a lot of fun, especially if you're just learning and you want to show off or ask questions. It's a great group for that. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for coming. The rest of the week is going to be, I'm just now remembering, we're going to do rosettes, really large rosettes. We are going to use the scoring wheel. I think we're doing that on Friday. And then tomorrow we're doing actually cards, Valentine's Day cards, where we're going to add layers to them. These are simple cutouts that there's about 24 of them. I'm going to show you how to add layers to them so that they're not just 2-color cuts, they're multicolor cuts, okay? And then we also, just so you know, we're going to have a Zoom on Saturday night. Zoom, there's no project. We're just going to get together and meet and talk on Zoom. I'll be posting that Zoom channel where you can log in. We had one of these on New Year's Eve. It was a lot of fun, and we just kind of chit-chatted, and people asked questions, and it's good because we've gotten to know each other, and it's nice to see everybody's faces and to hear voices and everything. So I hope you can join us on Saturday night. And then on Sunday, I believe we're going to be doing string lights on Sunday with paper. And I think we'll cut them out on the Joy on Sunday. Okay. So, thanks everybody for coming today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me, on Facebook, or also to subscribe to my channel, on YouTube, and we will see you again tomorrow at 9. And we're just going to continue to have all this lots of fun. Thanks everybody for coming today. And we'll have a wonderful day. Yay. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Diane. Germany. Okay. Yay. Laquita is from Germany. Yay. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Enjoy. You're welcome, Shelley.